All right, good morning, guys. Getting a really late start today. My alarm did not wake me up, so I'm late today. Yeah, overnight session appeared to be a little choppy, which is fine. Still waiting for, something to happen, some other big event to happen to kind of get us going. But so far, high or low, and inside day so far today. Hopefully, we remain at inside day today. That would be healthy. Inside day would be good. Probably won't get it though. That's just generally how it goes. At least is how it's gone lately. So most of my highlighted stocks on my list here that I've been looking at least are in the green, which is good. Got a few down here in the red. Goose, ABC, Twitter's giving some back. EEFT, and some of the oldies. MDCO, Fizz, Cron down, Solo down. Take a look at Twitter real quick. Yeah, Cohen was sentenced yesterday. Good morning. Yes, guys. Hold on. Morning, Justin. Morning, Christian. Nvidia down 50% from the high. Oh, yeah? Well, it's rolling over a little more, isn't it, there? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, peak it's about 55% almost. Yeah. It's a big drop for Nvidia. It's a big drop for a lot of stocks. I mean, it's a big shakeout. It's a big, not really a shakeout. See what Apple's doing. Apple's up a little bit today. So still no major definitive moves. We had that one big bottoming day a few days ago that's holding us up, which is nice. We haven't made a low since that day, which is fine with me. Amazon already made a low. Already made two lows. Bouncing back. Doing okay. Netflix. Not looking. Looks like Apple not very good right here. Who? Someone upgraded GE to what? Sewer rat? GE's just destroyed. Yeah. That's a huge. It's a 80% drop for GE in two years, essentially. Basically 2 years. Maybe a little more. So here, this would be 2 years. 77% drop for GE. A stock that drops 77% eventually drops 85%, Stocks will come back from like that Nvidia stock. I've seen them come back from 50% declines, especially a leader like Nvidia. I don't know if it's, necessarily going to go right back to all-time highs, but a 77% drop in a stock in 2 years is it's like what's that? VRX. It's like VRX. Yes, this is a landscape photo of a cliff. Absolutely. Keep in mind when you see upgrades in the news, they're usually usually when they upgrade a stock, it's because they want to sell the stock. It's really weird. It's like, again, people say crypto is rigged. It's not. Stocks are rigged. Completely rigged against the individual investor. All right, so let's look at some of these ones that are kind of up today. Got INSG up a little bit. Still well back into that triangle. Still never closed above that triangle. INS yesterday pulling back. NetEase maintaining elevated levels from the break, so that's good for NetEase. NetEase, a Chinese stock, already beaten down significantly. Down as much as 48%. Now down as much as 33%. So has a little bit of room to run to the upside. CSX. I'm going to take this off my little list here. Whoops, I didn't mean to remove it. Didn't mean to remove it. CSX. Still want it on my... No, go away. There we go. Eli Lilly looks like it's right there. How's Eli Lilly doing? Pretty good. Got a nice bottoming candle right there. Not a lot of volume behind it, unfortunately. Kind of drifting higher. Looks a little bit like a bear flag if you view it from that scenario. Probably should break down today or tomorrow. Is TQQQ still following the head and shoulders pattern? I mean, on what time frame? Are you talking like the... Well, first of all, the TQQQ follows the QQQ, so you probably should look at the QQQ. Well, they're kind of the same thing. The TQQQ is 3 times the NASDAQ on a daily basis. And the QQQ is the index fund of the NASDAQ. Technically, TQQQ tries to get 3 times the QQQ. Kind of weird. And it's the most Qs I've ever seen in my life. It's just the most Qs I've ever seen in my life. AMD Wicken. Let's check it out. You talking about on the daily chart there? AMD with a nice bottoming candle right there that's never really been revisited. On the larger term picture, it looks like a little bear flag. So if the whole market breaks, AMD probably would be a really good short. It's got a very well-defined trend line right there. Yeah, we're still that news-driven market. Unfortunately, I don't think anything's changed in that regard, which could point to some bad action until we get a higher high. We do have a lower low now. We're just looking for a higher high of some sorts, which we're not going to get until we break where my mouse is, that 7142 level. Interesting, it landed right there. But we're breaking the lows for the day today, so not quite sure we're going to get that higher high today. Not sure we'll get that higher high tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see how things go. But so far, most of the leading stocks not acting like they want to lead. Apple's still down in the dumps. Amazon still isn't in rally mode. Still stuck down there in a base. Microsoft, probably the best of the bunch by a long shot, actually. Microsoft, best of the bunch by a long shot. Google, also not looking like it's in rally mode. So yeah, we're in that gray area again, where right now we're range bound a little bit. We've got this high right there. We've got this low down here, and we're right in the middle of that range. So difficult place to take positions, stuff like that. Some individual names like Twitter's making good moves yesterday. I think some individual names that have been showing a lot of strength can probably have some moves. Like if Twitter has a nice low volume, low range day today, that would be healthy for Twitter. Darn it. Eli Lilly has held up tremendously. NetEase, the ones I've highlighted here, NetEase breaking breaking a downtrend in this market, starting to curl back up, breaking that trend line, forming a little resistance level base, and then breaking out of that. Volume's been decent. It's not great, but it's been decent. Little ones, every once in a while you got a couple that could maybe work for you, but generally, the market's just not ready to go. It's just not ready. Tesla, yeah, Tesla's a good one too. Tesla holding up really strong up here. And just inching higher, even most of those lows are just inching higher, little by little. Now the volume is tapering off here, which is not what you want to see, but at the same time, it still is moving higher. Ideally, volume would be at least around the same range or so, but it's kind of declining. You see the past 3 days, 4 days since that top, that day right there. We were breaking out early in the day and kind of reversed. That was that day right there. And then I don't like low volume rallies imply really lack of conviction in the move to the upside. Usually they imply a corrective action of some sort. Probably not the same volatility we saw in Tesla. I don't think we're going to come back and test this, 280, 260 level, 250 level. But we'll definitely probably see a little bit of volatility. But longer term, I think Tesla's great from these 300 levels. I think it'll be good. That's just an opinion, No one knows what the future holds, but Tesla's been working. Like physically at the factory, they're working. They're literally working. So good stuff happening there. They work, so we don't have to. Twitter taking it on the chin a little bit now, 1.2%. One of the biggest ones down, EEFT as well. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Good support candle there, but really a failure to get higher. It looks like the market's reversing a little bit here. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. What am I on the 5-minute chart? Got a couple minutes left in this one, so we'll see how that volume ends on this candle. It could be a little reversal candle. All right, let's go through a little bit about what's working. New again up today. Maybe news finally turning the tide. Yesterday had a huge day. It was up big percents, and follow through today. It's up 20% yesterday, following through today. I was maybe hoping for a little pullback. Maybe we'll get one in the next coming days. Maybe try to take a position in new. It is a IPO. It is a new stock, no pun intended, but high from 35 down to 5 is a China name. Has some nice accumulation volume right there, a bit of a pause, then some follow through. So that's good. And follow through today. Again, volume very elevated, only half an hour into this trading session, and volume's already a quarter of average volume, which is good. And now Tesla's back up, 0.55%. UVE up here bouncing up. Looks like it's testing the 200-day, not bouncing quite yet. FIVE still underneath that trend line we got there. AVGO. All right, AVGO breaking a year-long trend right there today. Wow, it looks like it's been rocketing higher the past couple of days. Really not pausing. Good volume. They must have had really good earnings. Let's look them up on IBD. New. I forget. I'll look it up while I'm here in IBD. So 85 composite rating for AVGO. Darn it, you're going to make me sign in again. Okay, cool. You remembered my cookie. That's good. 91 EPS rating, 27% EPS change last quarter, 26% average 3 quarters EPS growth rate. Why are you jumping up huge now? ROE of 35 is good. 3-year sales growth rate 47. 105 billion market cap. I didn't realize that. Ameritrade will be releasing a crypto platform. Really? Makes sense. That's cool. Oh, that's new, blah, NEW. New is the ticker for the new stock. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, AVGO here, very interesting price action. It's been stuck in this long downtrend, breaking it right now. Um, very aggressive for the past week. I mean, it's very interesting too. A big sell there, sell there, sell there, but it continues to move higher. The volume's actually elevating as we get higher, which is pretty good. As the market has rebounded again off the lows there, 0.55. That last candle wasn't super high volume, but it was elevated a little bit. But yeah, AVGO making a move there. It's been making a move. It didn't look, you know, I've seen it up here. These are some good gaps it's been having. Gappy, 3%, 4%. I mean, nothing, doesn't look like it should be moving this much based on these fundamentals, but it does appear to be a leading stock. Industry group ranking is 88, so it's right in the middle, so nothing super interesting though. CS maintaining elevated levels. There's definitely a level of horizontal resistance right there. It's trying to get over. Not quite there yet. URI undercutting everything. INSG is the one in our large symmetrical triangle we're looking for to do something. PayPal not looking too bad. Very choppy through here. Obviously some distribution. If we can rocket out of this area right here, about the 89 level, then maybe off to the races for PayPal. MDB. So MDB has been breaking this base. It's been up here for a little bit right now. Good volume on the breakout right there. And there's definitely been some oscillation. 4.5%, 4.5 or 5.9? Up 5.38%. Actually, I can't even say that's correct. Let me move this over. Yeah, up 5.39%. So it's a little out of buy range up in these levels. If it dips a little lower, then that's okay. So this actually broke your stop rule at 8.49%, depending on exactly where that low is. I don't have the ability to snap in these charts. So yeah, MDB looks like it's making some moves up here. So fairly interesting. Good breakout day there. Also gave you a stopping signal, and then it's almost too far out of the base to buy, but definitely staying elevated is healthy. Definitely is a market leader in terms of stuff. We were going to see what New did. I forget what New actually does. Puxin Limited Ads. I doubt it has anything to do with Vladimir Putin. Composite ranking of 10. So 90% of the stocks look better than this stock fundamentally and technically. China-based company that provides premium K-12 after school education services. It is a 529 million market cap stock. Don't know how it got on my radar. I think it was an IPO, so I just kind of kept it on there maybe, but no major fundamentals to speak of. Sales change of 55%, excellent. EPS is only 18% change last quarter, so that's not very good, but if the chart can turn around, maybe I'll do good, but fundamentally, it's basically in a void. Skyworks, I don't think we looked at Skyworks. I don't think I want to look at Skyworks. Look at that. It's a waterfall straight lower. YY. Haven't looked at YY in a minute. So YY stuck in this long, weird downtrend. Huya jumped up in here. Still not past our trend line. Looks like it's tried once or twice. Technically, I think it's past that trend line.
How does my page look?
Looks pretty good, James. You've stayed in the lines very well. Good job. Do you like it? All right, so we got, what else do we have here? We have Car, still hitting lows there. Skyworks, Shen. Shen, which has been working, one of the very few stocks that's actually rallying. Look at that volume on the daily chart. My goodness. With volume like that, who needs friends? What is Shen doing? Let's do a stock on Shen. Shenandoah Communications, 97 composite rating. Number one within the Telecom Services Wireless Group. Provide PC service under the Sprint name to all residential customers in Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. So go Shen. One of the very few things actually working in this market. Not sure why those four states specifically, but they're buying apparently a lot of, and the number one industry group is wireless PC service. That's crazy. T-Mobile, U.S. Cellular is the number one industry group ranking. That's phenomenal. Why are they running here? Is that a defensive play? EPS changed 343%. We've looked at Shen a couple of times in a pullback here. Probably decent for a buy, to be honest with you. I mean, what's its rally here? Rallied 28%. Now it's up about 20%. So you got a potential, 7% gain right there. Just getting up towards highs. Look at these daily candles closing up well off of the lows from this area. So, yeah, Shenandoah, SHEN. There you go. Not bad at all. Tesla up 1% today. Coming back. And market back towards highs of the day. So we're not doing too bad there. Let's see what's down today. MDCO down 10%. ANFI, Cron finally falling from its perch. There's no appetite for these MJ stocks up at these levels. Looks like they're going to let them crater before they swoop them up. Solo, Tilroy starting to fail. Really wasn't failing. Started a rounding pattern. And yesterday looks like it was kind of the first break. Today, continuation. And you see that with Cron as well, as a matter of fact. See a break yesterday and continuation. That's probably going to not bode well for our ETF stock, MJ. Not quite dropping off as much, but still definitely not pointing in the right direction. We got our buddy Solo, which is so low at this stage of the game that you can't even touch it. SLCA still making new lows. This thing has been in a downtrend for 2 years and doesn't look like it wants to stop. Etsy actually down today, but it's been up pretty well. Been up pretty well there. Been holding up. Maybe it's that's kind of a weird trend there in Etsy. Kind of a very strange trend. No major pattern in line there. STNE, which just moved on me. Been in a downtrend since its IPO. Straight down. Avoid that one. Sky, Stitch Fix, NIO. NIO not doing too bad here. Recent IPO as well. Flattened out right that $6 level. Looks like it's range bound between 6 and 8 at this stage of the game. So it's like 850. Let's call it 850. Break at that level would be pretty good. MMNFF, another MJ name. We already looked at Etsy. Stitch Fix had a huge down day yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Came back a little bit yesterday. Looks like it may try to fill that gap in the next week or two. Cores down, was looking good, and look at that, man. Wow. Haven't looked at Cores in a while, but look at that. Look at that move down in Cores. Man. Had that nice little breakout day, and it did not follow through after this base and just stumbled and fell. That's why you never hold these things. That's why you have stop-loss rules in place. No matter how good it looks, you never know what the institutions want to do with it. So abide by those buying and selling rules. All right, so far it looks like a minimal day. It'd be great if we maintain smallness here. Smallness would be good. I would like smallness. We haven't had too many small days. If we have a couple of small days that would lead us a little bit higher, that I think would be very healthy. I doubt we're going to get that, but that's what I would like. Fizz back down here towards these low levels. Ooh, we talked about potential bottom buying in Fizz last week, and looks like it has not rallied, gapping down today. Oh, great job, James. The tree looks fantastic. Good job. So that plant looks like it's kind of on its head. Although, I don't know if you do want to. So you don't really get to know where stops are like crypto. You can look at the order book too much. You can't look at the order book that much here. I guess you can. Live news level 2. I mean, maybe on the level 2, but not that much. You don't get. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a bunch of stops down here they're going to try to go hit before Fizz rallies back up. But and there we go, rallying higher. Just stay small, for crying out loud. I'd much appreciate it. I'd much appreciate a small day than an up day today. So, anywho, what are you guys doing? What are you guys looking at? Yeah. Other than that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. So, yeah, let me know what you guys are looking at. If you guys want to look at any other stocks, I've kind of gone through the market here today. It looks like we're in a neutral slash up day. I would like it to stay a little more neutral than up personally. Still watching Bosch. My 7-year-old draws trend lines, Blah. He draws some trend lines on the charts. He likes to do that every once in a while. I don't force him on the charts, though. InBev, I don't know. Let's look at BAUSCH, which is Bausch. Yeah, Bausch stuck in an uptrend here on the, looks like have it being supported at the 200-day. This is not a growing company, and so I don't necessarily think it's going to have like huge runs. I don't know much about it, but I do know that you don't hear, oh, Bausch is putting out this great new product. Ooh, you got the stairs colored? Those look good. Those look really good. Good job. It's looking better. Keep going.
Mama's here.
Mommy is here. 74 composite rating. Industry rank 26 on Bausch. It's holding up relatively well. Has a 90 relative strength rating, which is good. 8.5 billion market cap. EPS growth is 11%. Last 3 quarters EPS is 5%. 3 quarters EPS growth rate is negative 26%. Sales change is negative for 3 years and for the prior quarter. So not numbers that is indicative of a leading stock or a stock that really should have a tremendous amount of attention. But apparently there was an article IBD put out yesterday that Bausch Health stock is approaching a breakout. So very interesting there. I'll post this article for you if you want to read that. So, I mean, very high relative strength rating of 90, basically implying that throughout the year it's maintaining, which is most of them. Oh, okay. So it does have a couple things in the pipeline. I was thinking Bausch and Lomb is like the company that has all that stuff. So anyway, there's that article about Bausch and Lomb. I do got to go here pretty quick, so let's take a look at InBev. BEV, is that the name? No, it's not. I'm not sure. InBev. I'm not sure the ticker on that one. Yeah, not sure there, buddy. I don't know what to. You got a ticker there, Blah? Oh, Bud. It's Budweiser. Ooh, not looking good. Wow, why would Budweiser be taking it on the chin? Is it Budweiser? InBev? Yeah, Anheuser-Busch companies. Yeah, they got bought by some German company. Apparently did a crappy job because their stock's down to 72. They've been cut in half. That's horrible. Horrible. So, anyway, maybe a turnaround play in the next coming years. Who knows? But it's right now not coming around at all. Not turning around at all. It's turning in the wrong direction. Not looking good at all. Yeah, horrible. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. So sorry I was late today. Just slipped straight through my alarm. Apparently, I was tired. So, all right, guys, have a good day. Hopefully, we get a nice small day today. um, and then we have, ideally, I would like a nice little small day, maybe drifting lower, forming a little bit of a bear flag, kind of like what we talked about over here, forming a little bit of a bear flag, then popped higher. That's what I wanted to see, and it happened. And then they sold into that. So they need to stop selling into rallies. But so far they're buying the bottom, which is all we can ask for at this stage of the game. So, all right, guys, see you tomorrow. Hopefully a little bit earlier. Sorry about that. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Bye.